Alright, this is just for those joining us on YouTube. My name's Rob Steffler, I'm the Dean of Studies at Glasshouse Christian College. Welcome to the DeLorean Project Shark Tank. Just wanted to give you a quick rundown of the process of the day. Each of our student project groups are pitching a 5-minute pitch to our sharks and then getting feedback. Each group is actually vying for a $200 cash investment, and each of the sharks can, of that $200, each of the sharks owns $40 of that they can give nothing or the full 40 to the group. So I just want to thank our sharks for being here and quickly get them to introduce themselves so you have an idea of who they are. So,
hi, my name is Patrick Toomey. I'm the General Manager of Growth and Development for Sunsuper. I have a finance background and business development, and I also sit on a board for a not-for-profit fund.
I'm Mac O'Riordan. I'm a young entrepreneur from the sunny coast, based out of Maroochydore. I started my first business at 14, disengaged student, dropped out of school, been running startups and all sorts since then. I'm 18 now, traveling the world, living the startup life.
I'm John Carter. I'm a productivity ecologist, which means I coach executives and companies on creating healthy cultures within their companies to support teamwork and resilience. And I'm based out of Perugian Beach.
Hi, I'm Kayleen Thompson. I'm manager of an electronics manufacturing and R&D company. We have a team of 5 engineers developing products and a manufacturing team developing products. We also have a brand name, JBA, that sells those products. It's in the niche area of electric fence manufacturing, fences for agricultural and security applications.
Hi, I'm Graham Scott. I'm a small business owner. I operate a coffee shop at Launton, and I've also just opened a new bar, craft beer bar at Launton as well. And I have an online travel business, so I'm pretty busy.
right. Thank you, sharks. And thank you, viewers. We're going to get started with our third group of the morning and invite them in to give their pitch. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, we're from PJs. I'm Sophie.
I'm Savannah. I'm Shaylee. And I'm sorry about my voice today. I'm very crook, so I'll try my hardest to speak. Did you know that in the Sunshine Coast there is a major number of young children that are homeless? In Queensland, there are 20,000 homeless people, but even worse, more than 3,000 of those people are children.
Last year, my mum, my brother and myself helped a young boy named Marley and his dad move into a house. They didn't have much, so me and my mum gave them clothes, cleaning supplies and bedding. In doing this, it made Marley so happy and excited, but also made my mum and myself so happy that it inspired me to find other ways to help others that are less fortunate. This shows how easy it is just to help others that are in need of help. Before we helped Marley and his father, they lived in a car. He had missed school for about 2 terms, but he is now having fun at school and enjoying himself.
I volunteer with a church that provides food for the homeless, and that inspired myself and the group to choose pajamas for our category. Since I've started, there's been a number of times where I have seen children from the ages of 5 to 12, which is the primary school age, that have come in their school uniform. Their school clothing are either ripped, stained or dirty, and to me I feel they could be upset or sad because they don't feel or wouldn't get the chance to go home and get into comfy pajamas.
The amount of homeless people was started to decrease from 2010 to 2016. There are many other charity organisations that help the homeless, but none specifically that give them pajamas.
Our group is called Project PJs, and we are donating pajamas to children under the age of 12 who do not have the advantage of having clean clothes that are comfortable and to keep them warm throughout the night. We think that giving pajamas to homeless children and seeing a smile on their faces will lighten up our day. We think that by doing this we can give them hope and have them feel that someone out there is looking after them, and even better, that they are feeling loved and cared for.
Now that it is starting to lead up to winter, the temperature is starting to drop and at night times it is freezing. Our priority is having the children keep warm and comfortable, because the last thing we would want is the children to get sick and miss school. That is another reason why we have chosen pyjamas.
This project is not about just giving the homeless children pajamas. It's about making them happy and giving them hope that even though they don't have a lot of things in life, it shows them that they can still be happy whether they live in a house or not. This project is meant to be loving and caring.
Our group has been emailing different companies to ask them to donate pyjamas towards our project. In the process of this, we have emailed Target, Big W, Kmart, and bigger stores like Harris Scarf and Cotton On Kids. We have been giving back good information as they can donate towards helping us, but we feel that if we visit them in person and have a one-on-one conversation, that we can go further than we think.
Once our project has started up, we will be looking into other targeted or needed areas like everyday clothing for the children from the ages of 2 to 14. We have found that these ages the children are lacking in clothing. We would expand outside of Calucha and research more areas that are also impacted by the number of homeless people. During the last couple of weeks, we have set up an Instagram account, Facebook page, and a blog website to help get our ideas spread around the community. We have created flyers that have on them what we are doing as a team and how we started up. We added our blog website on there too, so people can visit it and get more information about us and where they can donate money towards the pajamas.
Our charity loves being supported, and we would be very thankful with everything that helps us start our project off with a big bang. We would love to invest in a bit of money to kick us off because our charity is one of a kind. We have big hearts towards our project, and our project is different from any other companies. We are unique because we specifically have one passion, and a passion that most people wouldn't have.
Project PJs is a group of young women that love helping children out and giving back to them. Being a group of girls we all have things in common, we feel that having support from everyone to kick us off would be amazing. And having your support as well would be very inspiring. As an example, we need $200 to kickstart our digital aspect side of our project. The children that receive the PJs will now be able to sleep comfortable in comfortable clothing, so please help us make an amazing project. Thank you.
Awesome.
Well done.
I'm happy to kick it off.
Yeah.
You said towards the end a digital aspect. Could you?
So what I forgot to mention before is we've started making a website where people can go in there, log in, and they can buy the pajamas. And so like they click on the pajamas, and it has information on there like where the pajamas is, what the pajamas are doing, where they're going, what child they're going to, and we can get the pajamas shipped in.
Okay, cool. I love the idea, and I thought I'd give a little bit of advice. I reckon you should document the process and share the story that you just shared with us. I think it's awesome, and I think the best way to share the message would be to start documenting now, and then share the process of giving people PJs. Build a brand behind it.
Yeah, you've given some real life stories, and that really touches people. And you know your passion about the project shines through in that story. So yeah, I'd agree.
So you have a blog that documents about what you're doing, or about the kids that you're helping?
So Shirley has started writing on it.
Yeah. So we pretty much just the first thing we put on there is like how this plan, like we said in the story, how it started up. And then, like, as it goes on, we'll be putting on the website or blog, like, what we've done.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Add some video into that as well.
Yeah.
I think good presentation. I think you got an opportunity to articulate a little bit more, just like you did at the end there, how it works. Like I get the concept of giving pajamas to kids, but how do you get pajamas? How do you know, where do they come from other than are they being donated by those organisations, or are you guys providing intermediary service where you are just connecting cheap pajamas that these organisations are giving, someone's purchasing, and then I'll go, oh great, I bought some pajamas, and then you share the story of where they went. I think you get an opportunity to just maybe articulate that a little more in your pitch, other than the concept of giving pajamas to homeless kids, which I think is fantastic, but that's something that needs to be sort of...
How do you distribute them? How do you decide who gets them, and literally how do they get the pajamas?
So we're planning to, once we get more pajamas in,
Right.
we're planning to actually go down with Shaylee because she feeds them, and we're planning to hand them out there, and then we're going to...
Where is there?
Into Wiltshire,
Yeah.
near like the train station, where a lot of the children...
So you're talking literally on the street, not a shelter or something like that?
So we, because it's been a thing we've done for years, people just know about it, so we set up tables and chairs, and it's in down an alleyway. Right there.
You're doing that now?
Yeah.
So this is feeding them, you say? Is it a van? Is it a place? Is it an organisation?
It's an organisation.
Okay.
I think that's really important, and I think it's already mentioned, but you obviously there's the demand that you recognise through what you're already doing, and connecting and sharing that stories. That's what's going to make people click online to purchase it and know that this is little Susie or Tom who your donation's gone to. You really need to make sure you follow through on that, so that people, and then share those stories back to others, because that's why people give money, is the emotional side of it.
So your connect point at the moment is an already established charity, but you're starting a new one that will remain separate so that you can branch out from that one. Like you're going to help at Caboolture now, but you could branch out to other areas if it turns successful. Yeah, I liked a couple of things about you. I like the way you came in. I like the way that you're honest about how you're feeling, and you're going to make that you're sort of engaging with us personally. All three of you did that. But I really liked at the end how you finished with your request. This is why we're here. This is what we want from you. This is how we're going to use it. So at the end, I was very clear about where you were going, even the emotion and stuff. So I really liked your finishing points. What you want from us, why you're here, what you're going to do with it.
I would recommend that this thing about the table down the alleyway, just having been in media and done PR, that's a picture. That's a powerful picture. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words, and that's a grabber. Young women like yourselves, who are motivated to do this, to actually go out there. One word of caution, because years ago in the States, I did some work with some homeless organizations that actually operated shelters and things like that. It's touchy to follow a story. You have to kind of fictionalize the people. You can't always say, this is Bobby, here's his face, and it's a little bit different. Sometimes you see adverts for Save the Children. They're in a different country. But right here in our own town, imagine if you were in that situation. The other thing I would suggest is why not have people donate pajamas secondhand? Because it's, in a way, you could almost make a pitch to, it's like being part of a family. Because, maybe I wore my older brother's PJs when he got too big for them, because people do that. And then we've outgrown them, and let's give them to somebody else as if we cared about them like our family. And I think that came through, and you have that care. And I think that's, when you told me about the table, my whole attitude shifted on this.
Yeah.
That you're already out there doing it. And you're going to where the problem is. You're not just looking at it because of a magazine article or something that's on TV. I applaud you for that.
I'd also reach out, just quickly, to other, you're not the first to do things like this, so there's swags and all those sorts of things. Reach out to those organisations to get their feedback, say, hey, we're looking to start this. They've already travelled the road that you've travelled on, and they might be able to give you some really good insights and information that would be useful. I'm sure if you Google it, you'll find it. I know swags is one particular one, and also toiletry packs is another one that they do.
I think if you were to keep promoting though your project PJs as an independent thing like that, regardless of how you actually reach out at the moment, through your contacts, that if you actually sort of keep your focus though and your presentation on that project PJs, you will probably have other organisations actually approaching you. One I know of is not Harmony House. There's a house at Redcliffe anyway that's a shelter for single mums and children. They may actually approach you to say, look, we could use PJs, and then you'll find you interconnect with those people. So distributing your product then becomes easier.
Yeah. No, the project really engages with me for a whole range of reasons. So yeah, I want to kick you off. I'm going to give you the guys $30 to get that happening, and hopefully see it in the future. So well done. Very good job.
It's $5 for you.
25.
I really liked it. 35.
Excellent. Well done, girls.
I got 20.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Well done.
Good job. Thank you, ladies. Well written too. Good job.
Yeah, well done.
Thank you. Thank you.
When you go to talk to Target, wear the PJs.
Yeah.
They might be a little small, but
And-
we'll try. Thank you.
And maybe get one of those clipboards and get someone to make you a little cute pair of PJs, so the
Yeah.
clipboards will pass that around so it looks like PJs. Good to meet you. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Orange Sky Laundry guys
Yeah.
are another really big one too that you could
Yeah.
easily reach out to. We've done work with them before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Happy to put you in contact with them if you need to. But
There you go.
I just looked up.